Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Kelsey, if you're just stumbling across this video today, God bless you and I hope you're having a blessed day. So today I've just been compelled to talk about my generation and how I just feel that we're just very lost as one, honestly, not even as a joke, we are. And I feel like there's kind of, I don't know, this trend of being woke and necessarily like no one actually is. They're woke in all the wrong areas. I feel like nothing that they're not woke for Christ, woke for Jesus, woke for God. They're woke for all these agendas and politically driven areas that are just not progressively being like imperative within our generation. Like we're not making footsteps forward. I feel like we've been retracting lately, and that's just how I personally feel. And I just kind of felt heavily on my heart to kind of say that we just need more fighters for God. Everything that's been going on, all these hashtags, nothing matters until Jesus' life matters, until people realize that until his life matters, there's not going to be any changes. So I don't know what that was. I just wrote down some things that I like to talk about. Kind of wrote this quick, so I can't even like read this. No, to be honest, I don't know. I have my AirPods in. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I just been seeing the news, other types of news, because not like the trending media, because anyways, but I saw that China is having Christians there denounce their faith, and you're not really allowed to have crosses within your homes or anything dealing with Christianity. And that's crazy, but I mean, China is pretty like a communist country, so that makes sense. And I saw some things about California. I think I wrote it. Yeah, banning home churches and wanting to like not have singing within the church. I don't know if that all applies to like the whole outbreak. I don't know, but still, I'm not surprised though, because I read my Bible. I've been heavily reading it these last few months, and I mean, everything that's going on, God says that these things are going to happen. And I feel like my generation is just very blinded to a lot of things, and death can't really get through to us as a generation. It can't really say anything that's different from what they currently believe in or reside their faith in or hope. And if you say anything different, it's just violence, it's just a lot of hate and a lot of madness going on, and that's just the truth. I mean, you see it. And I just feel as if, we can't love, or they just don't know how to love because they don't know God. And in order to know true love and spread true love, it starts with Jesus, and that's just the truth. And people don't like the truth. That's why there's so much division, because you try to say the truth and, they get offended. And no one likes conviction. No one likes to be told that they're doing things the wrong way. So that's where, a lot of the chaos comes in, and we just can't say certain things. And I feel like the church as a whole, we've kind of been silent and afraid to step up and afraid to be warriors and fighters in this day, because you literally get like persecuted. But they hated God. They hated Jesus when he was here in the flesh walking these grounds just as us. They hated him. And he said they would hate us as well. So I feel like we definitely need to stand up as a church and together and get confident and bold in Christ. We shouldn't be lazy and just letting things go the way they're going. We need more people within the faith to stand up. And yeah, we just don't have no time for games right now. Like, we're really heading towards destruction within our country, within the nation, within the world. And we need prayers, we need prayer warriors, we need people to be active, like not just reading the word, not just looking at sermons, not just attending church on Sundays and like saying, okay, well, I'll activate my faith today, but I'm on do not disturb the rest of the week. Like, no, we don't need that. We need people within our faith that are actively living it out every single moment of their life, of the day, every second of the hour. Like, we need it. It's critical right now, and we really need to get our priorities in check. Everyone's so about being politically correct, everything's politically driven, and where's God? We need more God-driven, God-fearing people. We need to be biblically correct, not worrying about being politically correct. And we really need to get our priorities in check. At the end of the day, like, no change is going to happen if we don't put God in the center of it. He's been taking out a lot of things, and look where we are. But no one wants to look at that. I really feel as if that God put you in this generation for a reason, for us to fight. We need it. We need people to fight and stand up and not be ashamed, not be afraid. To spread the gospel, to spread truth, to spread light in this dark world that needs it. And yeah, we need to just hashtag Jesus matters. Like, come on. And I also feel like, he died for us. And for me, that's something I think about every day. And I don't think we really understand that. We all know he did, but we're just like, I don't know. I think about it every day, and I feel like he didn't die for us just to live an average life. He didn't die for us just to, go on with our lives, go with the flow. No, we're destined to have great, extraordinary, impacting lives, touching other people and bringing others to him. Not just worried about ourselves, not just thinking of ourselves. That's not what we're called to do here. And I just pray that God is able to use me, use you, to be disciples for him. And I know a lot of times we feel limited. We're like, why me? Why would he want to use me? I feel like that a lot of times. I'm a very unconfident person, and when I speak, I'm just always nervous to stand up for myself. But okay, God's greater than that. My limitations, my doubts, those are like this compared to the big God that I serve. And with him and within him and my faith within him, like he said, you only need faith as the size of a mustard seed for him to move mountains in your life. So my limitations that I think I have compared to him is nothing. And I know with him, he can use me in any way he wants. Yeah, Moses had stage fright, and he preached the word and the gospel to thousands. And I think of the story of David the Goliath. We haven't heard that story in a while, but we need more Davids. I mean, the Israelites were scared to fight Goliath, and David was like, I'll go without hesitation. He had faith and trust in God, a few rocks, and overtook Goliath. No hesitation. He went out there and fought. That's what we need. God had 12 disciples, and they were nobodies, poor, regular people, nothing special, but God used them to change the world. He can do the same for me and you. And yeah, my generation really needs to stand up for Christ. The church needs to stand up. Don't be tempted to just spread watered down gospel. That's not it either. You need to be spreading the truth. I know that it's easier to just be pleasing to the ear. The truth is offensive to some. The gospel is the truth. It'll be offensive to some. It'll convict some. But you're planting that seed, and trust me, they'll think about it, because I was the same. Every time my mom or my grandma would tell me about decisions I was making, I'd just be like, alright, don't want to hear this, alright, bye, doing my own thing. But I would think about it. When you hear it, you can't just ignore it. It's loud in your head. It's loud in your spirit. And the more we touch people, the more they're thinking about it, at least, and planting that seed within their spirit. And hopefully the next person who comes and tries to touch their life within the faith It'll just start sprouting within them. So I just encourage you and challenge you to impact this world. Have courage. Don't let them silence you. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Not everyone's going to always agree with you. Not everyone in this world is going to like you. You were made to be set apart. You weren't made to fit in. As a Christian, as a follower of Christ, you're bound to have people that just dislike you just for that. They won't even know you, but they know that you follow Christ. They'll dislike you just because of that. You weren't made to fit in this world. You're made to be set apart so people can see you as an image of God, and they'll see you as someone different. Like, that's just the truth. And yeah, I just encourage you to pray for this world, because we're going down a very scary hole here. Like, you can just see it. Like, I don't even have to explain what's going on, you know. And I'm afraid that, like, I don't even know if we're gonna go back to normal ever again. But you really need to be reading your word. You need to be active within it. You need to be unafraid and unashamed to talk about Jesus. You need to really be prioritizing the things in your life. What you're doing glorifying God. Like, are you just a Sunday person? Do you even know Jesus? Do you have a relationship with him? Has he been calling you and you're just ignoring his name? These are things to think about, and I just feel like we're so distracted by everything that's going in the world. We're forgetting about our Creator. We're forgetting about the person that died for us. We're forgetting what's important. And it's very easy to just, like, I see, be so politically driven, and try to be right all the time. That's not the point of life. Be open-minded, have an open heart, mourn with those who mourn. Also, just set apart, and don't be afraid to speak truth. It may hurt some, but at least you're speaking it, and at least you're doing your part. Allow God to use you. You have a purpose, and our generation needs more people to stand up and walk away from the madness and the chaos. I think that's it. I just wanted to get that off my chest. So, hope you have a blessed day, and yeah, comment. I'll probably do another video. But yeah, love you. Bye.